My name is Mark Milam, and I'm applying for a copyright of a motion picture television show called Old Fart. My name is Mark Milam, and I'm applying for a copyright of a television show called Old Fart. Where we get the words old fart for our television show is pretty much people over the age of 70 years old till 95 years old. There's about 310 million people in the United States, so you can figure there are at least 70 million of the 310 million people that are old farts, geezers. And their sons or daughters, they are called the baby boomers. Baby boomers. They were born between 1946 and 1964. So if they were born in 46, they are approximately 69 years old. 46, 54, 73 years old. I'm sorry, to about 54. But the name of the show is called Old Fart, copyright. We get the words old fart from like an old mule to pasture. Any word that is associated with an old person or old fart, that's where we get our television show. We're going to have episodes such as the family members may have glaucoma, cataracts, stroke, heart attack. Who's going to drive me to the doctor's office? I have knee and hip replacement. Picking vegetables in the garden. That's what old people do to stay alive. Rehab. If they have the knee and hip surgery replacement, they have to be in rehab for 6 months. After you retire at age 65, you may have 40% chance of living if you're not active in an activity or sport, compared to sitting on the chair recliner at age 70. Basically what I'm saying right there is if you retire at the age of 65 or so from work and everything, and within 3 or 4 or 5 years you're going to be dead if you're laying in that recliner or that sofa, compared to like a lady being outside planting the garden, or her husband being semi-retired. My father's 86 and he's semi-retired, and he goes out there in the garden and also puts in an hour at the drugstore with his hour nap as well. Like if you are an old fart between the age of 85 and 100 years old, you might be playing games at the nursing home, such as Bridge, Old Maid, and Zingo with your grandson or your nieces and nephews, and they also would like to see all your pictures. Grandparents and aunts and uncles always like to have their old pictures, and also want pictures of their relatives. They also, like in the nursing home, you have music, choir, stuff like that. Music, a lot of people like to go to church. If you might be overweight and everything, so you need a good diet and everything. When you're over there in a nursing home or something, you need to do like crossword puzzles before you get to the nursing home. If not, you might have Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's, crossword puzzles, Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, brain games. There's also, 5.8 million people in the United States with Alzheimer's. Like, for instance, my uncle, who was about 92 years old, 2 years ago, he was trying to find our place on Thanksgiving, and he has been to our house at least 40 times for Thanksgiving and everything, and he's 92 years old. He just went past it and didn't know where he's going, so I had to tell my little brother Glenn for him to meet him on a road and follow him to the house for Thanksgiving. Ladies, they're at the age of 70 years old or so, their breasts are going to be sagging, and they called floppers. They're not going to have their normal breast of what they would be at age 20, like the cranberries, the orange, the peaches, the lemons, the grapefruits, the watermelons, the pears, the cucumbers, sweet potatoes, bee stings, flapjacks, has-beens, potters, pointers, mailbags, Underchinner, cupcakes, balloons, water wings, coat hooks, blockbuster, and the hot water bottles. That's about 15 names of breasts they're not going to have when they're 85 or 90. They're going to be sagging. An old man, you know, after the age of 60 or so, his balls are going to sag. His balls are going to sag. The man also might have Dunlop disease, where his belly done flopped over his belt. When you get older, you get old and irritable. You're lucky to get sex 3 times a month. You know, the man's 70-year-old penis might not work like it used to, except for peeing purposes, unless you're using the purple pill of Viagra. You know, when you get about 80 years old, a lady likes to go to church, go to the grocery store. She likes to throw on that lipstick. You know, if she asks her husband how she looks, the old man might get slapped. So it's best not to say anything, but, you know, women always slap that lipstick on when they're about 70 years old. They have blue and purple hair. You know, when you're old, you might have your second home at the lake or beach, having the grandchildren over a couple of weeks out of the summer. You know, you might have to be on medication for cholesterol, blood pressure, diabetes. You might have back problems. You know, like older people, 6 out of every 10 of them are overweight, but I would say more than 7 out of 10 older people are over the weight. But anyway, this television game show, this television show called Old Fart could be a great television show for a beautiful actress named Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston's only 50 years old, but by the time she gets 70, she's going to have tremendous differences in what she was when she was 21 or 30 or 50 or 70. Things are going to change. Gravity's coming to you. So this would be a perfect sitcom for a person like Jennifer Aniston at the age of 70 or retirement. She's not going to get that, you know, calling over there for the main cast of a role in a movie, a Hollywood movie. But my name is Mark Milam, and I'm applying for a copyright motion picture called Old Fart. My name is Mark Milam, and I'm applying for a copyright motion picture called Old Fart. 434-709-7416. Copyright motion picture Old Fart. Thank you. Bye-bye.